Similar to what we were doing with picking the peach. We're just going to get comfortable with the movement until we do the partner exercise. Switch hands. Yep. So we would call this the yang direction. Yin and yang, this is the yang direction. So if we do both hands, circle in and then out, this would be yang. If we reverse that, circle out, and this would be yin. So opposites, complementary, duality, polarity. Do relax yourselves. Yes. Yawning is great. I know, let's change directions. You know, in class you'd get in trouble for yawning, right? In Qigong class, you don't get in trouble for yawning. It's a good
It's the yin-yang.
it's a good the yin-yang. It's a good signal of relaxation. Let's just turn now to the left. Turn to your left. Again, we're gonna just circle the arms out. I was trying to mirror you with that. But I see we're in a circle now, so it's probably not a good idea. And let's turn to the opposite side. And just circling in the same direction. So in Chinese medicine, we call the arms and the hands the branches and the flowers. So what would be the trunk and what would be the root? Because we want to include those in our movement. Change directions. So in the Taiji classics, it says the movement originates in the feet and in the legs. And it manifests in the feet and the legs. It's guided by the waist, and it manifests in the feet, in the fingers. So it originates in the feet and the legs, guided by the waist, manifests in the hands and the fingers. So that means we want a full body, coherent movement. So for example, as the hands come down, we're going to bend our knees, allow the weight to relax, feel the weight come into the legs, and then from here, pushing into the earth, opening the legs, extending the torso, arms and hands, and then it recycles, repeats, bending the knees here, very nice, and then extending, opening. So we have that yin-yang exchange. We want to honor that yin-yang exchange and principle. So here we're closing, gathering, and then manifesting, opening, expanding. Closing again, relaxation, descending, and then ascending from the feet, legs, torso, spine, arms, hands, fingers. Very nice. Coordinating with your breath. Let's just go ahead and reverse directions here. Inhale. And exhale. Very nice. Good. So we want to harmonize our own mind and body first. Our upper energy center, lower energy center, our upper body, our lower body, hands with arms, coordinate all those. Bless you.
Thank you.
And then once we feel that, then we can go into the partner exercise. So let me show you the pattern. Everyone knows the yin-yang pattern. We're going to do one hand now. Let's start with the left hand. And we're going to circle lower side, think half moon, right? Or scooping the ice cream. And then half moon, yang side, recycling, yin side. Yeah, similar to picking the peach y'all were doing earlier. All right. So in terms of yin-yang, when we want to change directions, we add or incorporate the S. If you look in the center, you have the S in the circle, right? So we just kind of use the clock to help us. 6 o'clock down here, 12 o'clock up here. And then at 12 o'clock, we initiate the S. We cut through the circle and then cut through the center. And then here we end up at 6 o'clock. And then we draw a large circle. And now we've reversed directions. So we've just exchanged from yang to yin. We'll do it again. Now we're going to exchange from yin to yang. At 12 o'clock, half circle, half of the S cut through center, and then other half of the S here now at 6 o'clock, and then large circle. So see it in your mind first, and then draw it with your hand. 12 o'clock, cut through, half circle, cross through center, 6 o'clock, and then large circle. Leave this hand down here. Now let's engage the other hand. So start with the yang circle. See the pattern first. At 12 o'clock, initiate the S, cut through center, and 6 o'clock, large circle. Feel like you're getting the hang of it? Yeah. So now this is a yin circle, inwards. Let's exchange it to the yang circle, 12 o'clock, S, cut through center. Now here, 6 o'clock. And so you could do that S switch at 3 o'clock, you could do it at 6 o'clock, you could do it at 9 o'clock. It's good to do it every morning. Evening's good too, at least 3 times a day. Lunch, yeah.
But not 2 o'clock?
Gosh, I don't know. It's a little off angle. Right? So here we go, 12 o'clock, and then S, cut through center, half circle, and then large circle. And if you wanted to, yeah, you could continue with the S, and then you'd make an 8, right? Or an infinity symbol, a vertical infinity symbol, right? And then you could just make a large circle anytime you want. So you could play with the pattern. Play with the pattern, if you will. So all of this is utilized heavily in Tai Chi partner exercises, which we're gonna experience. Okay. So we just did what we would call the vertical plane of it, but we could also, let's say like the yin yang is here, right? You envision it here, but then if we do this, then we're going to be parallel to the earth. So what would that look like, right? So in that case, we would then circle in, and then we would go out, and then see where that 12 o'clock would be there, and then we'd come back in. Here, when we're close to the Dantian and center, we'd be at 6 o'clock, and then 12 o'clock. Right? 6 o'clock here, close to center, when you extend 12 o'clock. 6 o'clock here, and we're just doing easy, comfortable hand circles, right? And so if you wanted to change directions, at 12 o'clock you make your S, cut through the center, and then 6 o'clock, notice right here, close to your abdomen, and then large circle. let's go ahead and leave this hand to the side, and just to balance things out, we'll engage the other hand. Here at 12 o'clock when you're extending, 6 o'clock at the dantian. And almost visualize that S before you draw it with your hand. So the mind is important because you see and you do in the mind before you manifest it in the physical. So here we go at 12 o'clock, S, cut through the center, 6 o'clock, and then large circle. And now we've changed directions. We're still with the same hand. And you could keep the palm facing down if you like. No need to trip yourself up on the palm. You could even point with a finger. Sometimes it's easy to point with your index finger. So let's change directions again. At 12 o'clock, draw the S, cut through center, 6 o'clock, and then large circle. So as I mentioned before though, remember we want to, the hands and the arms are just the branches and the flowers, but we want that movement to include the trunk and the roots. So the feet's important. Yeah, see, so just by bending your knees a little bit, you start to incorporate the whole tree. And so if you feel comfortable with that, I mean, you could stay with that if you like. You could change directions. You could then incorporate both hands. You see your circle or see your clock, whatever you want to see, right? If you've got both hands going, you've got 2 clocks. And you could change directions as you see fit. So right now we're parallel to the earth, but then we can go vertical if we want. And this is the pattern that we were just doing prior to. And then you can combine them if you want, right? You could switch, rather. Yeah. Okay. Any questions? Pretty self-explanatory. All you got to do is see the large circle, see the S, see the 8, see the infinity, and then draw that pattern.
Does it matter which way the line goes?
Sometimes it's a
This
backwards
or this to
S.
this, or does it always go?
Yeah, you can change. It will be, well, if you just visualize the 8, right? Then you can
Okay.
see, then you can see, well, you can go this
Go
way,
either.
or you can go this way, right? At 12 o'clock, yeah, you can go this way or this way. At 6 o'clock, you could go this way or this way, so, yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You can show it on yours.
I was thinking
Yeah,
just
yeah,
that
totally.
circle with the one.
Right. Seeing it this way, you can see, oh well, this is the only path that I can go, but that's not the case, right? If you're coming this way, then you could go this path here,
Okay.
right? And then the thing is too is like sometimes, so this is where we would like to be, right? A beautiful, spacious, balanced yin-yang circle, but sometimes you have small space here and then the rest is large, so you have a small circle but then a large circle. And that's how you're trying to, we're going to feel that and sense that when we start to practice with our partners. So the important thing about this is like similar to our own individual journey in mind-body practice, where we're harmonizing our upper energy center and lower energy center, our mind and our body. right? So once we do our practice and we do our Tai Chi or we do our Bagua, what have you, or we play our music, we feel whole, we feel integrated, we feel coherent. And so that same practice now of yin and yang balancing, we extend that to the other, right? Or the perceived other. We want to, because we want to transcend the duality. And then now we want to blend the energies. And we want to feel that yin-yang exchange, giving, taking, listening, following those roles. And we play with those roles until we transcend the roles, right? So the movement first that we start off with is when we're going to engage. It looks like this. Okay? Just like that. Yeah. So now now here's the thing, look, here's my space, right? Here's my space. She's now going to start coming into my space. What happens when someone starts to come into your space?
You get defensive.
How do you respond? Right? So depends who it is, right?
Just don't hurt Nona. We'll be very upset.
Just remember, it's always the perceived other. Yeah. All right. So here now, let's just kind of feel what it's like when we are trying to harmonize the space. Two people cannot take up the same space, so we have to learn to share the space, humans. Don't we? Right? So what we want to do is, and we always want to close our eyes if we want to get a deeper feeling, but the yin-yang exchange is right? So in this case, we'll partner up, and in this case what we'll do is we'll have one leader, one follower. One leader, one follower. So in this case, Nona's leading, and I'm following. If she doesn't move, then I don't need to move. Right? If she steps forward, I'll respond in kind. Whenever you step forward, the hands switch. So notice that the front leg and front arm are the same. Okay? Right? So she stepped back, I followed that, because I'm following. Yeah. Right? And so the concept with Tai Chi is that in order to be able to respond, you have to be engaged, and you have to be connected, and you have to adhere. Right? If I just disconnect, I'm not present to listen, I'm not present to respond. Yeah.
There's no information coming in.
Yeah. And so what is the skin? Right? So the skin is our antenna as well. We get the information from the skin. So let's try that. And I think you guys are well enough that we can close our eyes. You guys decide who's going to lead first, who's going to follow. And just get a sense of the yin-yang exchange.
Are you right on right or left right?
It's opposites. Is it opposites? No,
No,
it's
you're almost the same.
same arm. Same arm. Yeah, same arm. Yeah.
Okay, not the same word.
How about that sun?
Yes, feels good.
And so remember, one person is leading. They're going to dictate the pace. The other person is following. They're going to listen and stay connected. I I want to try to also encourage you to engage your breathing, especially if you're leading. Engage your breath. At any time you like, you can change hands. You can step forward, step back. You can also change the roles. And the other hand, what does the other hand do, right? Because you want your hands balanced, right? So the other hand can rest at the abdomen so that you can stay mindful of your breath. Or it can rest at the side and it can help you with your balance. Has everyone gotten to feel both roles?
Not yet.
Not yet? Go ahead and change roles if you haven't. Leading and following. Yeah, and I see you want to play, so we're gonna play a little game, but not just yet. We are gonna play a little game. I want to encourage you to switch partners. I want to encourage you to switch partners. Yeah. And we're gonna do a peace game. So we're gonna do a peace game, Nona, and we're gonna demonstrate.
Is that what a piece game is?
So the movement can, the movement. What we were just,
I'll come to you when we're done. I'll come to you when we're done.
we were just doing the soft practice, right? So how could we harden it a little bit? What might the kids do with that exercise we just did, right? So this is a peace game, and I forget the name. We'll have to look at it. Okay, so now we're just gonna have fun with it, right? Okay, so me as the leader, my intention is to separate, or put the pressure on. Right? And so notice how like now she has to be really attentive. She has to really activate those listening and hearing and attaching skills. So those skills we really practice in Tai Chi. Those are actually energies that we cultivate and develop. Adhering, listening, understanding, and attaching. Okay, so you go ahead, you challenge me. And I'm going to close my eyes.
Yeah, first I'm gonna go.
Go get him!
So there you go. Right? Yeah. So she got me. But you get the idea, right? Have fun, but be careful. Notice I was moving quickly, so you don't have to.
You can keep your eyes open too.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
You don't get too aggressive.
Okay.
Right into you. Sorry.
Yes.
Hey! We'll change our Nice. Oh, now you're changing arms. No way.
Maybe we should keep the eyes open, huh?
Yeah.
We're gonna be bumper cars here.
Right. There you go. Ready? Nice. Loving this?
All right, challenge them. Come on, challenge them. Very nice. There you go. You're just throwing yourself. Let's. Okay, everybody stop. Just for fun, let's just go ahead and have another switch. Yeah. Yeah. Another perceived other.
Would you like to? Do it. Let's do it.
I was. What were
Same
you doing?
thing?
Yes. Yeah.
You were following. I was leading. So that's good. I think that means
Decide
you
who's
lead
yin
and
and
follow.
who's yang.
Okay, I'll lead.
Who's yin and who's yang?
You just have the eyes like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, let's keep the eyes open actually. We don't, yeah.
Liability.
Yeah. Oh, very nice. Watch out.
It's not a mosh pit, okay?
Rambunctious!
Okay, good job, everybody. Good, give yourselves a hand. Very game bunch you are. Very game bunch you are. Okay, we only have a couple more minutes left. I'm gonna. Do you remember YinYang? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna ask Florina to help me with this one. Okay. So just see if you can see the resemblance here in what we were doing. Remember when we were just drawing the yang circle? We were just changing and drawing the yin circle. So that pattern does lend itself also to the partner practice. Sit. Okay. You want me to leave? Okay. So notice who might be yin and who might be yang. So you try to touch me.
Well,
Oh, we're doing yin yang. So.
yeah.
Yeah.
But how do you do it?
What do you mean?
Why do I touch you there?
Oh, because I
Lead.
respond.
Yeah. You lead.
Oh, you want me to lead?
Yeah,
Okay.
you lead.
Okay.
That's what I've been doing.
So right here, I'm yang, and notice the S and the change, and the roles switch. Now she's yang, right? That's the S, right? And the roles also switch too. So when she comes forward here, she's yang, I'm yin. When I go forward, I'm yang, she's yin. Then you want to step forward? Hand switch. Yeah. So right here in the center, you can see how it changes, and you can see the large circle. You can see the 8. And now our souls are entangled for eternity.
You can always imagine.
Whether we like it or not.
And then you can step 2 and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So that's yin yang exchange. We can save that pattern for another time and day. It is a little bit more intricate. And,
But you guys
and
in the Tai
complicated.
Chi class, we're going into that.
She'll show you that.
Oh yeah, it's really a good exercise for. Remember how I said the coiling?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll come check it after she shows you, okay?
Make sure she did
Any
it right.
Any questions?
It's really different from push hands, though, isn't it?
That's a great question. Yeah,
It's different. 'Cause
But it's
not
part
the
of push
S,
hands.
isn't it?
it's different.
Yeah.
You could call it push hands. No?
Yeah, push hands is more of a martial arts practice.
Yeah.
This is more of a partner qigong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it also helps you with the listening part,
Yeah.
right? Really listening and really being attuned.
But they both fall under contact qigong, partner qigong, right?
Just
Yeah.
like with other stuff.
Just like other stuff. Okay, let's bring on Nona so she can. Yeah.
Thank you, Javi.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. That was beautiful. Need a drink of water. Go ahead and get a
Got
sip
it?
of water.
You got it? Did you feel comfortable with it?
I just remember. Okay. Gave yourself permission. I've used the ball as well.
Pushing.
Yeah.
We'll let this
All right, Nona.
Okay.
and now
Great.
you're
Let me do a time check. It is perfect, 12:33. All right, hi everyone. Thanks for coming out on this beautiful Saturday. How many years has this been? This is our fourth year.
Well, no, more.
More.
Way more.
More. Okay. Well, thanks for coming. Beautiful day. My name is Nona. For those of you who don't know, if you don't know everyone here, I don't know you. Hi, I'm Nona. and Dune are here. I'll come talk to you later. So Javi, Florina, and I have the same teacher, Dr. Yang. And while I was living on the mountain with Dr. Yang, one of the medical Qigong sets was animal sports Qigong. I like to call it animal spirits because he really does talk about how the set was inspired by the spirit of the animal. And in Qigong, you are trying to regulate the 5 layers of the body. So you have the physical body, the breath body, the mind body, which includes the emotions, and the energy body, the chi body, and the spirit body. And the spirit body in animal spirits is just evoking the animal. So it's a really kind of easy thing to do if you just imagine anything that you've seen of each animal. And I teach this to kids, and it's a very easy one for them to drop into. And so it's a nice set because you really get that spirit layer easily accessible, whereas like it goes from very tangible in the physical body all the way to the spiritual body, which is more ethereal. It's harder to define and teach people how to regulate. And so animal spirits, it's very out there as far as what you can be doing to evoke that. So I really like that. It's meant as a whole 25 movement set, and that's broken down into 5 animals with 5 movements each. It's a hefty set, and it's addressing every single organ system, like 4 seasons, but it's a little more in depth, I would say, because there's walking involved, so you're really engaging the strength of the legs and harmonizing the tracks of the legs, and then building the tracks of the arms on top of that foundation. So I love this set, and And usually here we are in springtime during World Tai Chi and Qigong Day. So normally I do tiger when we do these. So we'll do some tiger, but then I'll introduce a tiny bit of monkey maybe too. So tiger is for the springtime. If they're going to talk to us about the element theory, it's perfect because we're going to engage the liver with this again. Tiger is the first of the 5 animals also, so it's a good place to start. We're going to start in the parallel position, comfortable, feeling like you have a good foundation. Get your floor nice and flat. And you're going to just start by feeling the bottoms of the feet. You can lean left and right to feel the bottoms of the feet kind of sway and feeling your own balance in your feet that way. We can pitch our weight a little bit forward to the toes and kind of feel that, and then bring the dantian's weight back to center. And then we don't have toes sticking out behind us, but you can bring your weight slightly back, come rock to the heels, be careful, you can step if you want to play with the very edge of your feet, and then come back to center. So in this way we're going to find the very center of our feet, rocking left and right to feel the edges, and then rocking forward and back. And then gently coming to where you sense the center of your feet are, the place where your central equilibrium is maintained. Taking a deep breath in, exhaling, letting all the flesh just rest upon the structure of the bone. One more time, breathing in. Letting anything go with the exhale that does not need to be holding. And then we're going to gently bring up some paws. So you're turning into this tiger. Your claws aren't out yet, so you're going to kind of tuck those claws in, soft. Breathing in. We're going to exhale. We're going to slightly bend our knees and feel the weight drop down below our feet into the earth. And then push into those feet. And just kind of gently feel that a couple times. Exhale, bend the knees. Good. Inhale, pushing into the feet. Feeling the legs open up. Excellent. This time we're going to bring the paws in a little circle in front of us as we exhale. Sink down. Inhale, push into the feet. Down into the frame. Inhale, pushing down into the feet and feeling that energy come up and allowing this to extend. Beautiful. Exhale down. Great. And so you're bringing your soft kitty paws in this nice circular motion. And you can continue to breathe your own breath with this. So we're going to inhale as we come up. Exhale as you go down, so you can pace it with your breathing. And you can also begin to play with the size of the circle that you're making with those kitty paws. So whatever feels good. So you might go small, you might go big. Inhale. Do a little cat stretch too. You can even extend the top of the circle. Exhale into the ground. Let that earth support the movement. Yeah, nice release. Anything that's holding. Inhale. Opening. So we know that our animals know what is good for them. So your cat has that intelligence, and we're tapping into that intelligence. There's no right way to do this. Whatever feels good for your body and whatever it's asking for in this pattern. We can even hand the upper body to one side. You might feel a stretch over the hip when you do this. And then we're going to come back towards center. And we'll go to the other side. You're going at your own pace. Your breath is driving this motion. And you can explore anywhere along that 180-degree pan from left to right. Yeah. So it might be, 45 degrees where you want to explore that rotation because it feels so good for your hips or so good for your knees or your back or your shoulder. We're diversifying the movements that you're doing daily by doing Qigong. You want to keep your body experiencing different angles, different extensions, integrating all the tissues so they're communicating while you are expressing those branches and flowers. This also causes different angles, your liver to be massaged. So you're peeling open in different ways and squishing that liver in different angles too. Alright, so we're going to all meet back in the central rotation here, and we're going to take our first step with Tiger. You're going to prep your left foot. I'll mirror you. You're going to prep your left foot at a 45-degree angle of the toe to be your back foot. Your other foot, you're going to come into what Tony said was an empty stance, and we're going to breathe in. We're going to do that same rotation, stretch like a cat, open up, feel really good, and then we're going to slide that foot forward, and we're going to bring the paws down. Right here, we'll take one more circle, breathing in, exhale, land with both paws. Okay, now I want to have you imagine yourself being a tiger in this really tall grass, and you're kind of prowling, you're on the search. So we want to tuck ourselves down below the line of the grass. Maybe our little ears are showing because, cats don't even know when their ears are still showing. And you're going to drag your belly along the ground and step forward and then peek up over the line of the grass and look around. And then nothing's there, you can't see anything that interests you, come back down below the line of the grass and then press both paws down, dragging yourself forward a little, one step forward, and you look the other direction. Yeah. Inhale, come back. And then exhale, first side again, peeking up. And back to center. Okay, now maybe we saw something right there. We're going to take both paws around behind us. Exhale, extend the arms and make a big arc back to center. Great. Then we're going to go the other direction, breathing in, drawing back. This side's a closed side, so it might be a harsher twist for you. Be careful. Exhale, extend the arms back to center. First side, inhale. Look behind you. Exhale, sweep the arms back to center. This time we're going to allow that sweep to open the front door with the arms a little bit. So now you've prepped that to be your back foot. As you draw your hands, draw your foot in. See how that helped your foot come in? We're going to do the same tiger opening. Drag that foot forward and land. Second side. We're going to pretend we're prowling, breathing in, look up over the grass, look around, inhale back to center, second side, back to center, breathe in, exhale, first side again, back to center. Nice tigers. They don't even know we're coming. Going out. And back to center. Take both paws. Maybe we saw something back there. All the way around. Extend both paws around in an arc all the way back to the front. Inhale. In. Second side, we're gonna extend the paws out front. One more time, inhale that. And then we're gonna sweep the arms forward in an arc. Beautiful. That's gonna open our front toes. We're gonna draw the hand and foot in. And then open up, tiger. Roar. Yeah, I love it. Breathing in. Stepping forward first side. Inhale that. Exhale and step to other side. Peek. Inhale that. First side again. Crawling through the grass. Exhale. Peek. And back to center. Nice tiger. Then we're going to take it back behind us. Arc it forward. Inhale, we're going to draw close to us. And then reach, arc it forward. Beautiful, last one. Reach it back. And then arc it forward. Okay, give it the front foot. Draw this in. And I love that. Okay. I love how close we got. Okay, so that was the first movement of tiger. Tiger searching. So then we're going to claw. Movement number 2 in the 5-part.
And you got like
little
10
set.
minutes. Just
Ooh, okay.
FYI.
Gotta go through it quick. Okay, so clawing. We're gonna have that 1 foot forward. We're gonna move both claws up. We're going to open that foot like we did before and allow our bodies to twist that way. What's gonna help us is we're gonna move the opposite elbow across the body. Beautiful. Then we're going to move the back arm overhead to claw as we step forward. Claw. Good job. We're going to do that again. We're going to open up. We're going to move that elbow across, allow the front toes to open. Good. And then we're going to bring that other hand over top and go. Nice job. One more time. Breathe in. Open it up. Awesome. Elbow goes across, toe opens. Beautiful. Back hand comes up over top with the hand, with the foot. Fantastic, tiger. Movement 2. So you notice that the liver that Florina was talking about is getting a lot of this action, extending the fascia that's around all those organs, and then you're compressing, so you're getting that massage of the organs. So it's so good. So good. All right, the next one is tiger pouncing. We finally clawed, we searched, we've clawed, and now we're gonna pounce. So you're on this 1 false foot here. We're gonna spine wave with that circular paw motion. Inhale, exhale. It's kind of like the lined up inhale, exhale, and then we're going to really load those feet, and we're gonna all right, and then we're going to do a couple of spine waves here to work that little jump out. And then we'll open that front foot and get in place for the other side. Good, so we'll do a couple of little spine. See your prey. 3, and then load that foot in. I think I'm going to turn around and show you so that we're unidirectional for the next one because it's a little more complex. So the next one is after you pounce, you're going to pierce. What do we do? We're going to pierce. Pounce and pierce. We're going to pierce this time. So I'm going to be walking in a diagonal line. So it's a little forward but diagonal. You're gonna, the arms are like this. You're gonna have your arms going to the side, or this way. Oh no, let's start this way. Sorry. We're gonna start this way here. And what's gonna happen is this arm's gonna swing across like the door is closing, and the other arm's gonna swing like it's open. And then we'll do it the other direction. So we're gonna close the door, open the door. close the door, open the door, and close the door. Beautiful. Okay, so we've got the arms. The leg is gonna come up and come into tuck near the knee or the ankle or wherever you feel most comfortable. So we're going like this, and we're gonna switch and close. So we'll end up this way. So we're starting here. Leg goes up, door closes, door opens, then foot tucks. Okay. Then we're gonna step. And your hand's gonna feel like it's pressing against the wall, and you're like dragging yourself against this wall. So you're gonna have your hands out, and you're drawing yourself forward. So you're gonna step across, 1, and step 2, and then your claws, your big, beautiful tiger claws, are going to be driven by this back leg forward, and you're going to pierce forward. Then you're going to draw your paws close to you. You're going to rotate the hands back, and then you're going to do it again. Pierce forward. Breathe. Inhale to draw back. Exhale to push forward. Inhale to draw back. Exhale to push forward. One more time. Inhale to draw back. Exhale to draw forward. And this is going to bring you up onto your second side. So you have foot up. Then the arm goes close and open. Then you're going to step. Hands against the wall. I guess this is 1. Sorry. 1. Cross. 2. Step 3. And claws facing forward, pierce. Inhale to draw back. Beautiful. Exhale, pierce forward. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, pull back. Get those claws ready. Pierce forward, drive with that back leg. And then you're gonna let that bring you up. One more time. Is everyone have enough space? Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go leg up and tuck while the door closes, then opens. We're gonna step down 1, hands against the wall. Cross 2 and 3. Getting ready to pierce. Drive with the back leg. Exhale. Inhale to draw back. Exhale. Piercing forward. Inhale, draw back. Exhale to pierce forward. And then let that push bring you up to the stand. There you go. Leg goes up. Tuck. Close the door. Open the door. How's that feel? Excellent. I think we'll stop there for that one. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to do tiger revolving. So we're going to step forward as if we landed on that arm. The back leg and the same arm are going to come through. So we're going to step through. The front toe is going to point out, and the elbow is going to draw back around you. And the other hand, you're going to hold a book with it, as if you're reading. And we're going to do that same inhale to extend, exhale to sink down. Inhale to extend, exhale to sink down. Great. One more time. Inhale to extend. And then we're going to face forward again. Now the back foot and the hand are going to both come through. And then the front toe is going to angle out a little bit, and the elbow is going to twist you around. Good. Nice twist for the liver. Hold the book with your other hand. Perfect. Inhale to open. Yeah, really open that liver area. Exhale. Squat down to close the liver area. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze that sponge. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze the sponge. One last one. Inhale, open. Exhale, squeeze that sponge. Beautiful. And 2 together. Good job, everybody. You guys are great tigers. I absolutely love this. Okay.
They're fierce.
Do I have enough time to do a little more? No.
If you want.
If I
There's
want.
nothing else happening
Oh, okay.
afterwards.
Okay, well, that's the end of the tiger workshop. I am wanting to do a little bit of monkey, so if you'd like to, as an additional bonus, we could do a little bit of monkey for like 15, 20 minutes or something. Yeah, let's do monkey. Okay, Julie wants to do monkey. So
You know
we can
this
take a
one.
little quick break if you want. If you gotta go, you gotta go. And we thank you for being here and love that you come out. I think there's a few of you that have been here like multiple years of this event. So thank you so much. See you next year.
Thank you for the square.
Yeah, thank you for the share. So yeah, a quick like little water break, and then I'll do some monkey. Perfect. Oh, oh, oh.
I wanted to tell Jonathan.
He went to go get his. He's gonna go work. It's easier to understand in a way when you're doing a certain thing. It's nicer.
But you can tell for strength. Strength is down.
No, that's not
Oh no.
I asked her to collect anyone. Yeah. She doesn't think. No problem.
That's too.
Yeah.
okay.
That way. Yes. Like core first and then extends through the body. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking about as far as acting goes, but I think at Del Arte, it's one of the first things you do is practice being like, you're going out to fight in nature and then you do nature with your body. And then in lots of other acting things I've learned, like going to the zoo or whatever, places where you can observe the animals until you can absorb that animal and take that animal and like before doing other humans. Like there's things about like being able to inside animals that like really allow to give you like a visual images as well, like or really have like know what your body like you know how to do that. But I don't like these kind of sometimes I'm like and then like the getting the spirit of different animals in your body as well.
I was mentioning to her, like the core movement of all of them is
Yeah, I mean like.
Well, it's a little different. The C curve is different, maybe, but yeah. Well, it's imagining. I think it's the same with these animal movements. Is imagining whether it comes from the front or whether it comes from the back. You know, it's the same thing, but like, is your front driving it or is your back driving it? It's like a feeling. That collapse. Like a, I
And it works for adults too. Yeah.
about spikes. How are you? When I used to do Cisco, I guess it was that like I don't know like there's this
And you know, to have this, you know, it kind of
It's my first time.
I think that's more of like what they do in there.
Well, I feel
Like this.
oh no, it's good.
We're gonna do that on paper. So only that you found you could do this and this and this. Like, no, you know, it's kind of like that. It's like this will maintain this, this, this.
yeah. Saw that.
did,
Same one, I guess.
The swing was really good last night. You and Nona. It was like,
Oh, thanks.
especially all this like the with her facing back to you and the legs at the same time. That was like really cool. Obviously, it was super cool, but there was something about that seemed so coordinated.
I liked the backlit that you had, and I liked that it was from one side. I don't know. I didn't realize that
There's only one
there
light.
was only one light, one corner of the backstage instead of both. And I liked that. I don't know if that was intentional or if.
I think it's just if you only leave one of those light switches on, it's only that one.
I thought you found like really good
it's a
lighting
lot
situation.
in your brain when you're receptive.
Yeah, thank you.
How much longer are you guys together? Hi. Hi.
Where's your boy? Is he out on the road now?
That's why I've been freezing. I spoke to yeah, it's really kind. They said it's supposed to get up to 6 today, but it was only like 50. I looked at this one to see the picture. But we're not getting the You do?
And he's like, and he fixed his truck himself. It's like, no problem, if you don't go get trouble, they will took it out, everybody's freaking out on me. And then, the first, chaos not a problem. And then he somersault and he's about to be
Monkey?
I might run to the restroom real quick.
Okay.
Can you take that?
That's not even on.
Oh, it's not on. Oh, whoops.
where was it? You don't wait to see that. And he's like, I was out there scared. I'm just sleeping. I'm telling you, he like one shit after the next. But he didn't get it. And then no, nothing. He's like, well, you park where we gonna have the trainings and your function gets shot. Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much. I got the road. Just missing by a It's like, oh, did I tell you by the way? And I'm like, no, you haven't told me that, man. So, just doing it. And then he broke another game. I can fix this.
This is a good workout.
One day at a time.
He's not allowed to come home. I changed the locks on the door. I've moved Julian.
I was at the wellness
What's going on with this and monkey looks more like a fish.
It looks like a dragon tail. Javi wants to play it.
This is they call this the fitness dragon.
Okay. Alright, well, let's get some
Monkey, monkey.
Move that around.
You gonna get everybody screeching?
I think so. I think so.
Jump in the tree.
Yeah. Alright. So I would say monkey is the most playful of all I didn't mention, but I think I did talk about it. Tiger was for spring and liver. Well, monkey is for heart, summer. So we're coming to summer soon, and so we're gonna prep for that. It's let's see. What can I say about that? The lines go to the hands, to the pinky. So it comes underneath, or it'll correct me if I'm wrong, from under the armpits and out to the pinky side. And then, so that's the heart channel, and then the small intestine channel is going to come on the inside of the pinky up around. And there's another channel that goes to the intestines. It's kind of like Dantian, lower Dantian, middle Dantian connection, which is really interesting. And so, you know, how we use those in conjunction with one another for energy and effort and your heart-centered movement. So we're going to be using our pinky a little bit to guide. The arms of the monkey to start is going to be just opening the arms and as if you're going to like jump and grab a branch. And then you're going to do it to the other side. Jump, grab a branch. We want to keep the legs soft, responsive to what it is your upper body is doing. So in the first three animals, tiger, deer, and bear, we actually condition the legs to get ready for this monkey. Because this monkey form is a lot more from up here and engaging, but we want that to have a foundation of all the legs. So core all the way down to the floor with the first three animals. So we do tiger, so it's a good foundation. And then monkey is going to start with these little grasping hands that get into everything and engages your curiosity. And you're also going to engage the abdomen to do little monkey calls. So we're going to attach a little bit of, we're going to try to beat that car horn. Okay? We're going to go, alright, good job, monkeys. We totally beat that one.
Made it stop. There's the power of monkey right there.
So then
Dog's
what you're
done.
going to do is, it's like a jump by choice. You could either, we're going to breathe in, open the dantian, open the heart. And we're going to take a little step to, yeah. And then you're going to use those legs to open, reach the pinkies, and to the other side. One more time, we're going to inhale, reach, and let. You can, by choice, you can turn that into a little hop. And you can go as low as you want with it. So depending on how much you want to give your legs. Okay, so breathe in. Hop. One more time, really reach those arms. Hop. And one more time, hop. And then go. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little turn. You're going to step out. And then you're going to step back behind you to make an 80-degree turn. Yep. demo that again. Back up a little bit. So you step out. I'm gonna basically step here, but behind you. Yep. And then together to face forward. Yeah. Okay. You're gonna keep turning this way you were going. So let's try that turn again. We're gonna step behind, and then keep turning to face that foot. Yep. And then together. Nice. All right, we're gonna hop. Good. Inhale, move from the legs. Inhale, open. Inhale, open those hands too. Grasp that branch. Last one, inhale. And then we're gonna step forward. Behind. Turn all the way around. And then together. Nice work. Okay, let's back up to give ourselves space. We're gonna go the other direction now. So let's see. We're gonna go this direction first. Inhale, push through the legs. Good. Inhale. Good. And then now we're gonna reach forward. It's the opposite side. So you're gonna go back behind you. Turn all the way around. Yep. And
You know, she's just showing you stuff she does with the kindergarten class, right?
That's cool. That's right.
okay,
That's
so
where we're at.
That's where we're at.
that's where we're at. I think it's good for everybody. There's some lasting. It's good for your heart. We're gonna do picking the fruit, so it's the same jump. So we'll do it twice. 1, 2, and then you're gonna step out. You're gonna see a really juicy piece of fruit, and it's kind of just out of your reach. So you're gonna use your back foot, which is turning into a tail. Counterbalance, you're gonna grab that juiciest piece of fruit, bring it back towards you. You got it. So excited because you just reached that juiciest piece of fruit. And we're going to do an inside turn. So you're going to turn the toes inside to face behind you. Then you're going to step back all the way into the circle. Turn around and bring this together. And then you're going to show your friends and share.
See, all this laughing is really good for the heart.
All right.
Yeah.
We're going to do the other side, so we turn on both sides. We're going to jump one way. Good job. Inhale. Really open the meridians of the heart channel of the hands. And then reach. And then balance. Yeah, find that juicy one. Visualize that juicy piece. The yin hand can hold yourself here so dogs can grab. Bring that food in. You just got it. Super exciting. We're going to turn the toe in to face the backside. Back step. Turn around again. And together. All right. So the next one is after you've had a nice fill, we're going to do a little bit of grooming. So this one's simple. You're going to open both hands, take a step to the side. This is empty on the back, so your weight's in the front. And you're going to tap your kidneys. And then it comes back to center. Step forward with the other foot, open the toes to the side, and tap the kidneys. Beautiful. Good. And come to center. Again, step forward, open the toes, tap the kidneys. The kidneys and the heart are related. When you have kidney issues, a oftentimes people have heart issues.
You need the water to balance the fire.
Water to balance the fire. One more time to center. Open the toes. Tap in. And so yeah, the kidneys are filtering that blood that the heart is energizing and spinning around, balancing all the compounds in your blood, making sure the pH is perfect, adding stuff back to the blood. So those are things that are working together so well. All right. And then now that your blood is circulating, we're going to be doing a full upper head face massage and be directing that blood flow to different places to rejuvenate. So we've got that circulation, so now we're going to bring it to certain places. I'm going to take my glasses off. I can't see clearly, but that way I can show you better. Usually this is done in this is called unicorn stance in martial arts, but if it gets tiring on the feet, you can just stand. So I'm going to start out here, and we're going to take the arms, breathe in, and then we're going to tap, 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 top of our heads. We're going to make circles with it, shining your little monkey on that tree, bringing that circulation to the scalp. It's good for your hair. And you can brush, and then brush the whole face. Bring that down the neck. And then next we're going to rub next to the nose. Breathe. Make little circles. Bring it up the nose, the sides of the nose and across. And you can even go over the eyes. Close eyelids with that. Sweep, and then up into the forehead. You can use your fingers and open through your forehead.
Anti-wrinkle massage?
Yeah, you can pinch your cheeks. Okay, and then take your peace sign and do next to your ears. Breathe
one behind
with
the
it.
ear?
Hmm?
One is behind the ear.
Yeah, one is behind or one is in front. You can pull on your ears, really look like a monkey. And stick your finger in those crevices of your ear, not like in your ear, but into the little grooves. Breathe. That should feel really good. You could do this every day, just really get those lobes. And then we're going to come down the neck, the back of the neck. And then we're going to take our knuckles and run them across the tops of the ribs. Breathing in. Exhale. And then you can scrunch your face like a monkey. Try to move your nose around. Move your mouth around. Squint your eyes. Blink your eyes. And then to the sides. Yep. And then tap. And sweep. Tap. Sweep. And then you're going to get your plantian. Yum, 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 yum. That was good for you. And then we get to step forward and do it to the other side. So whatever felt really good on the other side, you can revisit that. The scalp. Good self-care. The face. on breathing. Okay. Very last movement.
Back up.
Yeah, back up. You're gonna go.